Hello students, welcome to the another video of SS. Students, we are continuing our chapter number 14, Feature Story, Indian Freedom Struggle 1. So students, already in the previous videos, we had studied about the exploitation of Indians by the British and so many different videos you had seen. In that, we had studied about all the events which has happened for the freedom struggle. So students, in this video, we are going to have just a revise of whole chapter. So first topic of today is 1800 onwards, rise of social reformers. So students, there was a rise of a new leadership among the Indians as many educated individuals began to question the British Raj. It marked the beginning of India's struggle for freedom. And in that, the leaders were Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Swami Vivekanand, Dayanand Saraswati, Syed Ahmad Khan, and many others. And what was the contribution? The social leaders, they had urged Indians to work towards improving the condition of women. You know students that at that time, the people, they were treating women in a different way. Women are not having the rights like the men were having. They encouraged the spread of modern education among all. At that time, women were not having the right to take the education. So they had encouraged, these leaders, they had encouraged for the women education also. They had made them to aware that women should also get the education. Then they had criticized and vowed to abolish superstitious beliefs and practices such as child marriage and sati in the society. Now students, they had criticized. Criticized means the system whatever going on that they had point out it and they had told that it is not a proper thing going on. So they had criticized and fought to abolish superstitious belief. Superstitious belief, believing the practice events that were taking part at that time, means which were the bad things, the believing that particular events bringing good or bad luck. Superstitious students, we can say it as a andhavishwas also, okay, and practices. So which type of superstitious things they were doing at that time, such as the child marriage. In the child age only, the children, their marriage conducted. And sati system in the society. Sati means what? Students, sati system is the form of practice in Hinduism. Means that thing was continuously in the Hinduism that when a widow, means if a woman, her husband is died, so at that time on his funeral pyre, the lady, she has to sit and she was burnt alive. Means zinda jala diya jata tha. So that was a sati system. So in the sati system, that widow burning herself on the funeral pyre of her dead husband. Husband is dead, and when his body was burned, means on the funeral pyre, at that time she sit on it and alive she was burned at that time. Now students, after this, the next thing, that is 1857, revolt of 1857 we will study. After 100 years of the Battle of Plassey, the Indian people rose in revolt against the British rule in 1857. This revolt is known as the Revolt of 1857 and is also called by some historians as the First War of Indian Independence. Students, at that time, many leaders, they came together to fight against the Britishers. The leaders of this revolt were Mangal Pandey, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Nana Sahib, Tatya Tope, Kunwar Singh, Begum Hazrat Mahal, and Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. Actually students, there was a story behind this revolt. Just at that time, many of our Indian people, many of our Indian soldiers were there in the British army, and Among them, one was Mangal Pandey. So that time, whatever the cartridges were coming, so on that, the upper part of that, they have to tear out it by their mouth. And this, our Indian soldiers, they came to know that this upper tear was made by the meat of the cows or pig. So they had refused to tear it out by their own mouth. And because of this, some of the reasons, they had started going against to their own leaders. Okay, so due to that, this revolt has become so much aggressive, that these our leaders, they become so much aggressive against their own British officers. Mangal Pandey had a fight with his own British officer at that time. And then after this revolt has taken a massive place, it started in different parts of the India. And what was the result of this revolt? The revolt was mercilessly suppressed by the British. Means British has gained this revolt. They got the success in this revolt, and our leaders, they had not got the success. They has to end this revolt. But after the end of this revolt in 1858, it brings the end of the English East India Company's rule. After the revolt of 1857, the rule of EEIC came to an end, and India came under the direct rule of the British Crown, Queen Victoria. And she became the Empress of India at that time. Queen Victoria became the Empress of India. And the rule of EEIC, English East India Company, was over. It was end. Then students, in 1885, formation of the Indian National Congress was there. That is INC. The Indian National Congress was formed to unite Indians politically. Politically means in the political way, all the leaders should came together. So the leaders of INC was set up by Allan Octavian Hume. He was also known as A.O. Hume. Allan Octavian Hume. He was an retired English officer, and he helped our leaders to form the Indian National Congress Party. The other leaders were Dadabhai Naoroji, Surendranath Banerjee, and so on. So what was the aim of this Indian National Congress? Aim means, students, what was their motto, what was their target to form this Indian National Congress? So the early national leaders, they had aimed to fight for freedom step by step. Means they want to gain the freedom step by step. They had asked for greater participation of Indians in administration and politics. They want that our Indians, their part must be more in the administration and in the politics. They urged for the inclusion of Indians in legislative assemblies and councils. Now they demanded that more number of Indians should be included in the legislative assemblies and legislative councils. They demanded more freedom of speech and expression so that public opinion could be freely informed through publication in newspapers and magazines. They want that our Indians should get the freedom to express their views, whatever their feelings are there, whatever they want to tell the people of our country, they can publicly publish it in the newspaper or in the magazines, so that people in all over the India, in the different parts of the India, they came to know that what is happening in the other parts of the India with the Indians. Okay. And what was the result of it? The British never took these demands seriously. They had not taken any of our Indians' demands very seriously. Then, students, these some of the aims that helped our Indians to form this Indian National Congress to go against the Britishers. Okay. And then after, in the 1905, there was a partition of Bengal. The British announced the division of Bengal in two parts. Now the Britishers, they want that our Indians, they fight against each other only. So the Indians were busy to fight in between them own, means in the Hindus and the Muslims, so that they will not go against the Britishers. So what was the cause? What was the reason of this partition of Bengal? So there was the reason that the British declared that the Bengal province was too large to be under one administration, means only one administration cannot control this Bengal. So they want that they divide this Bengal in the two parts. But the actual purpose was the British policy. Which was the British policy? Divide and rule. That means to divide the Indians in the Hindus and the Muslim, and Britishers can rule on them, which sought to weaken the unity of Hindus and Muslims in Bengal. And because of this, there was breakdown in the unity of the Hindus and the Muslims in the Bengal. And what was the effect of this? Many Indian leaders, they had strongly opposed the partition of Bengal. They felt the need to protest more effectively, and therefore came up with the idea of Swadeshi and boycott movements. Now our Indian leaders, they strongly oppose the partition of the Bengal. All the leaders, they had started oppose the partition of Bengal. Now they had felt that we need to protest more effectively. Now we need to keep our demand in a full force, in full wage against the Britishers, and therefore they had came up with the idea of Swadeshi and boycott movements. Now student, what is this Swadeshi and boycott movement? In 1905 to 1908, this movement was continued. The Swadeshi and boycott movement continued for the 3 years. So what is the Swadeshi movement? Swadeshi, Swa means हमारा खुद का, देशी means हमारे देश में जो बना है वो, our own country things made. So this movement encouraged the use of the goods manufactured by the Indians only. In the Swadeshi movement, our leaders, they had told to the people, they make our Indian people aware that we use the things which are made by our country people only, which is made in our India only. So that was the Swadeshi movement. And boycott. In the boycott movement, what they had done, that the national leaders appealed to the Indians to boycott or stop using the goods made in England and other parts of Europe. Our national leaders, they had appealed to our Indian people that they boycott. They stop using the goods which was made in England or in other parts of the Europe. They start using the things which are made in our own country. For the boycott movement, students, at that time in the different parts of our country, the people, whatever the things are there in their home which was made in the other parts of Europe or in the England, so that things they kept on the roads and they had burned it publicly. Okay. Our leaders, they had encouraged the people to give up the British jobs, titles, and not to go to the British schools and colleges. So our leaders, they had encouraged our Indian people that you do not join the British jobs, whatever the jobs offered by the Britishers at that time, you don't go in that, and stop sending your children in the Britishers schools and colleges. And Britishers goods were publicly burnt at that time at the different parts of the country. The people, they had burned the Britishers goods, the Britishers things which were there in their house, they had burned it publicly. And at that time, Vande Mataram became the song to unite people against the partition of Bengal. So at that time, students, Vande Mataram became our national song of our India. It came as the song to unite the people, to unite our whole country against the partition of Bengal. And what was the result of this movement? As a result, many textile mills, handloom units, and matchbox factories were opened in the Bengal to produce goods to meet the needs of Indian people. So in the Bengal, so much Indian production, Indian factories were come up, and it helped our Indian people to manufacture the things and to earn the more and more money. So that was the beneficial of this movement. And might be you are aware, students, recently by our respected Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Bhai Modi also, one slogan was given to our people, one movement was given to our Indian people, that was the Atmanirbhar Bharat. The things we should make by ourselves own in our own country. We made the things in our own country and we use the things which are made in our India only. It will be more helpful for our Indian people only. Right, students? Now, next thing, students, that in the 1905 there was the beginning of armed revolutions by Indians. It was the beginning of the armed revolutions after the British efforts to partition of Bengal. Many revolutionary groups were formed in different parts of the country. Revolutionary, students, revolutionary means which wants to make some change in our country, which wants to bring the new things in our country. So after the partition of the Bengal, so many revolutionary groups were formed in the different parts of the country. And the members of these groups took up arms to fight against the British, and many willingly sacrificed their lives to gain independence. Now they want to bring a great change in our Indian society. And for that they go against the Britishers. They fight against the Britishers, and many of them willingly by their own, they had sacrificed their life. They had given their life for the country. Some of the important revolutionaries were Khudiram Bose, Aurobindo Ghosh, Prafulla Chaki, and Jatindranath Mukherjee. He was known as the Baka Jatin. So students, these were some of the leaders of the beginning of armed revolutions. Then after, students, in 1911, annulment of partition of Bengal was there. As a result of mass protest by Indians, the British Indian government announced the annulment of partition of Bengal. Now what is the annulment, student? Annulment means declare an official decision as null and void or cancelled. Annulment means declared, officially declaration. Now the partition of Bengal, they are going to stop it. They are going to end it. So Britishers, they had announced that the partition of Bengal, now they are going to end it in 1911. And in this year, the seat of the central government was also shifted from Kolkata to Delhi. Students, you know that before Delhi, Kolkata was the capital of India. That time in 1911, after the partition of Bengal, after the annulment of partition of Bengal, the end of partition of Bengal, the capital of India became Delhi. Then after 1915 to 1916, there was the foundation of Home Rule Leagues. Now students, Indian national leaders, they supported the British during the World War I. They hoped that the Raj would accept their demand for self-government. Means our leaders, they had thought that we helped the Britishers in the World War first. Now Britishers will accept our demand. What was the demand? That our self-government, our Indian government should be there. Britishers, they give our rule, our control, our government back to Indian only. In that, the leaders were Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant. They had started the Home Rule League. Means Home Rule League means the whosoever home is there, they only rule on it. Okay. जैसे कि हमारे घर पे हमारा ही राज चलता है ना, राइट और रॉन्ग. इन अवर होम only our parents, our family members, their rule is there. Not any other people, their decisions will be followed in our family. Okay. So like that, Home Rule League was started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant. And this Home Rule League, when many Indians realized that the British had no intention to giving up the power back to India, that time this was started, because Britishers were promising our leaders in the different ways that we will give you back your freedom, you help us in this way, you do this thing for us, but they were not in the mood to give us our independence completely. And the leaders of this were Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant. And the aims of the leagues were tried to convince all Indians about the need for freedom from British oppressions. Self-rule by Indians means the Indians only rule. And at that time one slogan was raised. The slogan was raised by the Tilak, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. That was, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. This slogan becomes so much famous at that time, that Swaraj is my birthright. जो मेरा राज है उस पे मेरा धर्म सिद्ध अधिकार है और मैं उससे पाके रहूंगा. So students, the slogan was, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. And with this, we are going to our end this chapter. I hope you had enjoyed this video and you had understood the chapter. Thank you. Have a good time. Good day.